So these are some basic shoulder stability exercises. I'll show you some modifications for them as well, but these are just simple things that you can do day to day that will really make a big difference in your stability and your posture and the performance of your kayaking and shoulder pain. There's my dog. So for the first couple of exercises, your scapular press and your scapular pull, it's a very simple, easy movement that we tend to want to make harder. So your arms are going to be straight for your presses and your pulls, and it's just your shoulder blade and your shoulder that's moving. So for your presses, you're just coming forward, you're going to sink in between your shoulder blades, pressing forward, sinking in between the shoulder blades. For your back, from the back view, it just looks like that. What tends to happen is we want to bend into the elbow or use the neck. Just try, remember, it's a very, very simple movement. It takes a lot of patience. So here we go. You can do it on the floor. If the floor is too much, you can do it on the counter or back of a chair or even on the wall. So you're going to come into a plank or push-up position. And all you're going to do, don't lock your elbows, but keep them straight. And allow yourself to sink in between the shoulder blades and press back up to plank. So literally, it's a very easy movement. Again, don't use your elbows and don't use your neck. Very, very simple. If it's too much here, drop to your knees. Or again, any of the modifications that I suggested. The next exercise is a scap pull. So it's like, instead of the scap press is like a straight arm push up, a scap pull is like a straight arm row. I like to have my clients bend over either in a squat or in a lunge position. You can sit in a chair, you can sit on a bench, it doesn't matter. So elbow is straight once again, and you're just pulling the shoulder blade towards the spine. Elbow stays straight, not locked. You can also use a band instead of a weight. So if you were to hold a band, I happen to have one over here. If you're going to do it from a band, just straight pulls. Just the shoulder blade. So the next exercises I'm going to show you are ones, if you've ever had physical therapy, you've done these before. If you Google shoulder stability exercises, these will always come up. You need a band. You'll probably need a variety of a light, a medium, and a heavy, because pulling, you can pull a lot more weight than you can press or than you can externally rotate. So you can get these at Amazon, you can get them at Target, at Walmart, powersystems.com. You can find them anywhere, and they're cheap and they pack easy and you can take them with you. So the first one is going to be external rotation. Typically I have people put a towel or something in between their elbow and their arm. You can use your hand, it doesn't matter. The reason why I do that is because people tend to pull their elbows away and they're not using their rotator cuffs. So elbow stays in and all you're doing is coming out to the side. You have 4 rotator cuffs in your shoulders, and each of these is going to target one of those muscles. So that's your external rotation. Then you turn it around or just switch hands. Again, elbow stays in. Internal rotation. You'll find that this is a lot easier, that you could use a harder band because you have your back muscles helping you here. Again, elbow stays close to the body. Then you have flexion and extension. So for flexion, you're going to face the band. You can close your band in a door, you can wrap it around a column, your staircase, whatever. Arm is straight, once again. Elbow's not locked, and all you're doing is pressing straight back. For this one, you may need a medium to a light band. You could use a heavy depending on your shoulder strength. For all of these, the anchor point is about at chest height. For the last one, I'm going to take my band down for my flexion. So I like to do it thumb forward. thumb forward prevents you from pinching the shoulder joint. Knuckles up can pinch the shoulder joint, and chances are you're already pinching there anyway if you're sore, if you're having shoulder issues. So I like to do thumb forward. And so again, straight arm, just straight forward. So we basically are doing the front, the back, the inside, and the outside of the shoulder. So all 4 rotator cuffs. Mix that with your scap presses and your scap pulls, and that's a really good comprehensive program to help stabilize your shoulders and set your scapula so they're not winging out and making things weird. It's going to help protect and strengthen the joint and keep the head of the humerus into the shoulder joint.